In this video, I'm spilling the dirt on the plants I deeply regret buying, so you don't have to learn the hard way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned plant parent, trust me, these are the ones to avoid. I'm not new to plants. I've owned over 100 different houseplants. Some became my leafy soulmates. But these 13, these were the plant equivalents of toxic relationships. High drama, low reward, and impossible to keep alive. So let's dig in. 1. Calathea is notoriously difficult to keep alive because it has extremely specific care requirements that are hard to maintain indoors. Native to the humid tropics, this plant demands consistently high humidity, often over 60%, which is tough to achieve without a humidifier. It's also highly sensitive to water quality. Tap water with chlorine, fluoride, or hard minerals can cause its striking leaves to brown or curl. On top of that, it needs indirect light that's bright but not harsh, evenly moist, but never soggy soil, and zero tolerance for cold drafts or dry air. Miss just one of these conditions and your Calathea will start throwing a tantrum, leaf curling, browning edges, or sudden drooping. In short, it's a beautiful plant with diva-level demands. 2. Boston fern is a challenging houseplant because it's incredibly sensitive to changes in temperature, humidity, and watering. It thrives in consistently cool, humid environments, conditions that are hard to maintain in most modern homes, especially during winter when indoor air becomes dry. If the humidity drops too low, its lush fronds turn brown and crispy almost overnight. It also needs frequent watering, but not too much. Its roots are prone to rot if left sitting in soggy soil. And to make things worse, it sheds constantly, leaving a trail of dried leaves that make a mess. Without near-perfect conditions, a Boston fern quickly goes from full and feathery to sad and straggly. 3. The zebra plant, Aphelandra squarosa, is a stunning but notoriously finicky houseplant that can frustrate even experienced plant parents. It demands bright, indirect light to maintain its vibrant striped leaves and encourage flowering, but too much direct sun can scorch its foliage. It also requires consistently moist soil. Dry it out even a little, and the leaves wilt dramatically. However, overwatering leads to root rot, making the balance tricky. On top of that, it thrives in high humidity, and without it, the plant's glossy leaves start to curl or develop brown edges. Throw in its sensitivity to temperature changes and drafts, and you've got a plant that looks gorgeous but acts like a high-maintenance diva. 4. Maidenhair Fern is one of the most delicate and demanding houseplants you can own. Its fine, lace-like fronds are undeniably beautiful, but they're also incredibly fragile and quick to react to any environmental change. This plant despises dry air and needs consistently high humidity. Anything below 50% and it starts to crisp up almost instantly. It also requires evenly moist soil at all times. Let it dry out even slightly, and you'll find the entire plant wilting or turning brown within hours. Add in its dislike for direct sunlight, temperature fluctuations, and drafts, and you've got a plant that's as high-strung as it is lovely. Without constant attention, Maidenhair Fern tends to go from thriving to dying in the blink of an eye. 5. Fetonia, commonly known as the nerve plant, is a small but temperamental houseplant that can be surprisingly tricky to keep alive. While its vividly veined leaves are eye-catching, this plant is notorious for its dramatic drooping whenever it's even slightly underwatered, sometimes flopping over completely like it's fainting. Although it often perks back up after a drink, repeated stress can weaken the plant over time. Fetonia also thrives in high humidity and low to medium indirect light, which makes it a poor match for dry indoor environments or bright windowsills. It's also sensitive to overwatering, leading to root rot if the soil stays soggy. In short, Fetonia demands just the right balance of moisture, humidity, and light, making it a diva disguised in a 4-inch pot. 6. Croton is a vibrant, eye-catching houseplant known for its bold, multicolored leaves. But don't let its beauty fool you. It's notoriously difficult to keep happy indoors. Croton is extremely sensitive to changes in its environment. Move it to a new spot, change its watering routine, or even rotate the pot, and it may respond by dropping its leaves, sometimes all of them. It craves bright, indirect light to maintain its color, but too much direct sun can scorch the leaves. It also prefers consistently warm temperatures and high humidity and will struggle in dry air or chilly drafts. In short, Croton is a high-maintenance plant with a flair for drama, often rewarding even small mistakes with a big, leafy tantrum. 7. Gardinia is a notoriously difficult houseplant to keep alive, despite its irresistible fragrance and elegant white blooms. It has a long list of strict requirements. It needs bright, indirect light, consistently moist but well-draining soil, and high humidity, conditions that are tough to maintain indoors. Gardinia is also incredibly sensitive to temperature fluctuations and prefers a narrow range of warmth, ideally between 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and slightly cooler at night. Even slight stress from improper watering, low humidity, or a draft can cause its buds to drop before they ever bloom. To make matters worse, it's prone to pests like aphids and spider mites. While the scent of a blooming gardenia is heavenly, getting it to bloom and stay alive is often more stress than it's worth for most plant owners. 8. The Fiddle Leaf Fig may be the poster child of trendy indoor plants, but it's also one of the most difficult to keep alive. It demands a perfect balance of bright, indirect light. Too little and it becomes leggy. Too much direct sun and the leaves burn. It's incredibly sensitive to overwatering and root rot, yet letting it dry out too much can lead to leaf drop. This plant also hates being moved. Changing its location or even rotating the pot can cause it to shed leaves in protest. It's not a fan of drafts, cold temperatures, or dry air either. In essence, the Fiddle Leaf Fig is a beautiful, fussy diva that punishes the slightest misstep, making it a challenging plant even for experienced growers. 9. Alicasia Poly, also known as the African mask plant, is strikingly beautiful but notoriously difficult to keep healthy indoors. It thrives in high humidity and warm temperatures, conditions that are hard to maintain in the average home. Its dramatic foliage is highly sensitive to both overwatering and underwatering, making moisture balance a constant challenge. On top of that, it frequently goes dormant in cooler months, dropping leaves and appearing to die off, which can alarm unsuspecting plant owners. Alicasia Poly is also a magnet for pests like spider mites, which can quickly damage its delicate leaves. Between its strict humidity needs, picky watering habits, and seasonal dormancy, this plant is as high maintenance as it is exotic. 10. Pepparomia. Watermelon, named for its striking, watermelon-like leaf pattern, may look easygoing, but it can be surprisingly difficult to keep healthy. It's sensitive to both overwatering and underwatering. Too much moisture can cause root rot, while too little can lead to shriveled, drooping leaves. Its thick, succulent-like foliage gives the impression that it's drought-tolerant, but it actually prefers consistently moist, not soggy, soil. It's also picky about light. Too little, and it becomes leggy. Too much direct sun, and the leaves scorch. Add in its dislike for sudden temperature changes and its tendency to suffer in low humidity, and you've got a plant that requires more finesse than its cheerful appearance suggests. 11. Orchid cactus, epiphyllum, is a visually stunning plant with long, trailing stems and spectacular blooms, but it's far trickier to care for than it looks. It straddles the line between a tropical plant and a cactus, which confuses many plant owners. It needs bright, indirect light and a well-draining soil mix, but also requires more consistent moisture than typical cacti, without ever becoming waterlogged. Getting the watering just right can be a real challenge. It also thrives in high humidity and warm temperatures, making it less suited for dry indoor environments. On top of that, it can be slow to grow and reluctant to bloom without near-perfect conditions, and it's often plagued by pests like mealybugs. In short, the orchid cactus is a beauty with a laundry list of needs and little tolerance for mistakes. 12. String of pearls may be a Pinterest favorite with its cascading strands of bead-like leaves, but it's surprisingly difficult to keep alive. As a succulent, it's prone to root rot if overwatered, yet it also dehydrates quickly due to its thin stems and small roots. Finding the right watering balance is a delicate task. Too much or too little, and the pearls shrivel or turn mushy. It also needs bright, indirect light to thrive, and without it, the strands become leggy and sparse. Its trailing nature makes it hard to water evenly, and poor airflow around the densely packed pearls can lead to fungal issues. Despite its charming appearance, string of pearls is a finicky plant that often frustrates even experienced growers. 13. The purple passion plant, Gardinia aurantiaca, is a visually striking houseplant with velvety, deep purple foliage. But its beauty comes with a high-maintenance attitude. It starts off full and vibrant, but quickly becomes leggy and sparse if it doesn't get enough bright, indirect light. It also needs just the right amount of water. Overwatering can cause root rot, while underwatering leads to wilted, lifeless leaves. Humidity is another factor. Too little, and the plant's delicate hairs lose their luster. As it ages, the plant naturally declines and becomes less attractive, often requiring frequent pruning or restarting from cuttings to maintain its appearance. Despite its eye-catching color, the purple passion plant tends to fade fast without careful, consistent care. And that concludes the list. These are just my personal flops. Maybe some of these work for you, and that's great. But if you've struggled with these too, know you're not alone. Drop a comment below if any of your worst plant buys made the list, or tell me which plant drove you up the wall. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so your plant game stays strong. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next video on 18 gorgeous houseplants that thrive without sunlight.